given your profile, what, if any, responsibility do you feel like to
Well,
speak
I
out?
think we all have a responsibility. It's not just on athletes. It's not just on coaches. It's not just on anybody in particular. It's on all of us. I think ultimately, it's a focus on. I think ultimately it comes down to love and appreciating one another and respect for one another. Black lives obviously matter. Of course they do. We got to treat it that way. I think, also police lives matter too, and everybody's lives matter. I think about, I don't want it to be my kids one day.
Pray for a world where I don't have to fear for my children due to systemic racism from hundreds of years of oppression. The only thing that must die is racism. Black lives matter. So where do we go from here?
The Pivot Podcast was on the Breakfast Club this morning, and they doubled down on calling Russell Wilson a square, claim he preached all lives matter, but switched it to Black Lives Matter after dating Sierra. And Shannon Crowder was one of the main people calling Russell Wilson a square, because he was saying, like, when he in the locker room with him and like how everybody interact, just the things that Russell Wilson was doing, like I don't know exactly what he meant by that, but just by the conversation, he was saying that Russell Wilson presented himself as a square, and before he got with Sierra, he was married to a white woman, and he was all about, it's all lives matter, the police lives matter, everybody. But then when he got with Sierra, he was like, no, Black Lives Matter. I got on a t-shirt, this and that. I'm pro-black. So that's why they feel like he a square. That's why Channing Crowder feel like Russell Wilson is a square. But like at the end of the day, bro, who cares? He got Sierra. They got a beautiful family together. Who really cares at the end of the day? I feel like the reason why they was even discussing it because they got a podcast together. And they all play football together. So they know him more than, regular fans know wrestling. But what does a square mean though? Like, if you really want to define the term square, because in my mind, me growing up, if you wasn't the type of dude that listened to hardcore rap music, dressed with your pants sagging, with a certain hood dialect, you was deemed corny, square, lame, because it was always dudes like that. Like, for the normal part, everybody listens to 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, portraying like a quote-unquote gangster image. But at the end of the day, I feel like about the police comments and stuff, I feel like Russell Wilson probably was ill-informed, and Sierra probably gave him some, a different outlook, and he changed his mind. That's it. But what y'all think about this, boy B?